Let's have a look at the new Peugeot 9X8 Hypercar today and answer the question, why does it not have a rear wing? First of all, we need to remember that maximum downforce and minimum drag for hypercars are limited. So there is a performance window that cars need to be in, and it's not too tricky for teams to get into that window. Because of that, Peugeot said they used quite some design elements to make the car look cool, rather than just form follows function. Let's start at the front. We can see a large splitter with raised center to avoid diffuser separations under braking. At the sides we see large headlights and no dive planes. In the center there is a massive air intake and a few design elements. The race car will have a front wing here later on. If so much air is going into the car, it must exit somewhere, otherwise you have a parachute. So if we look at the potential outlets, we realize that they are actually not that big. So what is Peugeot doing with all this air in the center? My guess is that they use hidden side pods underneath the bodywork like the Toyota. Additionally, Peugeot uses large inlets at the top of the bodywork, which remind me of the Porsche 956. They look really cool, but disadvantages are that they suck in a lot of boundary layer and they eat a lot of dirt from the track, like tire pickup. So the team will need a good and easy cleaning system here. It seems like they are using two different sets of radiators behind each other in the side of the car, similar to the Glickenhaus. It will be interesting to see at the first test, when the car is getting dirty, if the front rear wake is really staying out of the upper bodywork intakes. Also, we can see here how nicely the side mirrors are integrated into the front fenders. If the driver can actually see something with these is another topic. And now let's have a look at why this car does not have a rear wing. Like I said, the aerodynamic performance of hypercars is regulated. At the same time, the diffuser design is very open. So if I can design an underbody which creates a lot of downforce, I can reach the performance window set out by the rules with little drag. And if I'm still below the minimum drag, I can even afford to have some draggy design elements on the car like we can see here. Underbodies are a lot less draggy than rear wings, and if the rules allow extreme designs, why not? So how did they design a high-performance underbody here? First of all, we can see the massive diffuser outlets with two fins to seal the main area from the rear tire squirt. Then, my guess would be that they use a raised underbody leading edge to get more air underneath the car to produce more downforce. This could also explain the massive front inlet. Another thing that we can see at these pictures are the outwash vanes underneath the front of the car to keep the diffuser clear of the front wheel turbulences. Another feature is that, because there is no rear wing, there is a raised area at the back of the bodywork to increase the pressure on top of the car and create more downforce. But this shape also supports the diffuser flow underneath. Furthermore, there are the exhaust positions at the top. Porsche had something similar in 2015, where they blew exhaust gas onto these elements at the back to increase downforce. So all in all, the new Peugeot 9X8 is a very interesting new hypercar, and I would love to see it from underneath, maybe at the first test. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.